For the time being, let's move on. Well, it was a strong operational performance coming in from Kansai Nerolac. The margins have expanded. The profits as well were aided by an exceptional one-off due to that sale of land at Thane of around 670 crores. Mr. Anuj Jain, the managing director of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Jain. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining in. Well, a good showing is what we have seen. Give us a couple of details, though. What was the volume growth in the decorative business? If you could give us that number. How much of it was price realization driven? And also, what is the volume growth you're looking at for the year on the whole?
So if we specifically look at the volume growth for the Q1 for decorative, it is a high single digit, volume growth. And I think the overall sentiments are positive. If we see the monsoons are good, and this year the Diwali is also in the month of November. So generally for the paint industry, whenever Diwali is in the month of November, it's a long festival season. So therefore for the year, the expectations and the outlook is quite upbeat. And I think industry should record a double-digit volume growth in the year.
All right. Industry will record a double-digit growth. What about you? Will you outgrow the industry? And also, if you could give us your sense on market share, I think it's relatively still a little bit low in the high single digits. Where is that headed?
Yeah, the market share is, in our case, it's about less than 10%. But I think if we compare, if we look at our performance quarter-on-quarter basis, I think we are catching up with the market growth. And we are very close to the market growth level. Obviously, internally, always the attempt is to see that how do we outgrow, and that's always the effort. But I think what is important is that we are able to grow in line with the market.
Okay, you're able to grow in line with the market. Can you break it up for us, both in terms of the auto division and the decorative segment? What kind of growth are you seeing? I hear that auto has come back in a big way because, all the supply side constraints have been resolved, etc. But you tell us, what are you seeing on the ground?
Yeah, growth is good. Last year also for auto, the growth was good. But in the first quarter, actually, the auto sale was better than the auto production. And our sale is linked to the production of the auto. So the production number in the passenger vehicle in the Q1 was in the range of 5 to 6% in terms of volume. But obviously, there was a higher price realization. Therefore, the value growth is in the double digit in the passenger vehicle segment. But if you look at two-wheeler or the commercial vehicle, they were subdued. But I think going forward, the passenger vehicle demand is expected to remain good. And we expect that even two-wheeler can poise a bounce back, because the way the monsoons are going, I think we are expecting a good recovery in the two-wheeler market, which probably will happen by end of second quarter or the start of the third quarter. I think that will give further flip to the industrial growth.
Okay, so passenger vehicle demand is in double digit, volume growth is in double digit is what you're saying, right? And two-wheeler demand, you're expecting it to come back. What about the decorative paint segment? Have you seen double digit volume growth there as well?
Yes, we feel so, because as I said that this year, this Diwali is in the month of November, the longer festival season, and that always augur well for decorative segment also. And I think the sentiments are positive, the economy is looking good. So the outlook is positive for decorative also.
I have to, Mr. Jain, ask you about the customary question on your assessment of the evolving sort of new competitors and the competitive landscape. Briefly, can you tell us what's your view? How is it building up?
So a lot of companies, good companies, have already entered, in last 1 year and 2 years, and some people are going to enter maybe in the coming year. I think the industry size is good, and the good part of the paint industry is that it has been maintaining close to double-digit growth for last many years. So that way the size of the industry, if you look at 40-50,000 crore, and every year we get the growth of 4,000, 5,000 crore. So I think there's a good scope of new companies, and for the market, for the consumer, it is good, because whenever there is a good competition, I think you see more innovation, and the penetration of paint industry, the penetration of paint is still low. It is in the range of 50 to 55%. So I think with all these number of players going up and they participating in terms of marketing activities, innovation, the better product, I feel it will help increasing the growth of the industry in the future.
All right.
What's the premium share, sir? Premiumization has been the other driver for margins. What is it at Kansai now?
So in fact, we have been lagging in terms of the premium contribution, especially in the decorative, and that has been one of our initiatives. And for last 1 year, 1.5 years, our salience in the premium is going up. Even if you look at the Q1, the saliency of the premium segment has gone up. It has also gone up for the economy segment at the cost of the popular, but premium segment is going up.
Where is it now? as a percentage?
As a percentage, it would be closer to 20% in our case.
All right. Mr. Jain, give us a couple of more details. You sold some land, so you'll be sitting on some cash now, right? Could you quantify what is the total amount of cash you're sitting on the books? And how do you plan on using it? Will you invest it back in the business? Or is there some kind of juicy one-time dividend you're looking to give your shareholders?
So I think you already mentioned the amount. 670 was the consideration, 661 is the net consideration. And obviously, we are looking at supporting the business initiatives. It could be in the area of growth and expansion, but largely it is going to support the business initiatives.
Okay, so no one-time special dividend. You'll reinvest it into your business. Your margin number, though, various input costs have cooled off. So could you tell us, what is the margin trajectory like to look at, and how much of this gross margin expansion that you're likely to see will be pulled out back into ad spends?
So even if you see in the quarter one, we have increased our marketing expenditure and expenditure in digital and the manpower that is reflecting in our overheads. So that is there. And related to a margin, we don't look at quarter on quarter sequential basis, because in our case we are quite a good mix of decorative industrial, and for each quarter the mix is very different. So we make a comparison with the corresponding last year quarter.
Sure. Anuj, is there any increase in industrial prices that you're expecting? I mean, are the contracts being renegotiated at the moment? And if yes, what could the contribution be from that space, and what is the price increase?
No more price increase. I think last 2 years there was a inflation and we have taken the price increase. Now the prices are cooling off, but situation is still volatile in terms of the forex and the crude oil prices. We are waiting to see that whenever it gets stabilized, and assuming that the prices have already cooled off, and if at some stage if they stabilize, then maybe there will be a reverse direction, but there's no price increase.
Okay. And can you tell us what is your share from premium products? I know you referred to this in the past, but just wanted to understand that over the next 2 to 3 years, how much are you targeting from the premium segment? And will this mean, blended margins could move higher as well?
So as I said, that our contribution was in the range of 15 to 16% from the premium products in decorative, which is now in the range of 18 to 20%. So consciously we are working to see that how do we increase the saliency of that. Margins, it's a question of we are also taking initiative in terms of enhancing our marketing expenditure. So for some time, and so I think the salience of premium definitely is a part of our initiative, and we want to increase it further. Okay, we leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining in. Appreciate your thoughts here. That's Kansai Nerolac. By the way,